Nigeria is that single men are just the worst. Single men are the worst. I don't know whether they realize that women want to get married and our clock is ticking or something. But the minute a man is single and is somewhat eligible, he just takes the mick.
In what sense? What way?
I feel like, particularly, maybe I'm speaking about my age or at this age, when a man is still single, a man that, you know, will be eligible for me in terms of age, just not somebody necessarily younger than me. If he's not married, somebody said the last time that if a man isn't married by 30-something, then he has an issue. But what you find is that they start playing the field, they then have different women for different reasons, and it gets harder for them. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like maybe they get scared that I've waited this long. Do I want to marry the wrong woman? So they constantly filtering and removing this one, and they never settling. And then they're breaking hearts. Do you know what I mean? And then they're messing around with women and hurting women as a result. I don't know if you guys have found that. I've heard women express that a married man is even better than being with a single man in Nigeria. And I've heard men say it, that I don't know how you women are coping in this Nigeria, that single men are something else. They like a diamond, like before you find them, it's like you're looking for gold or something.
I find out that when the guys are single and successful, their success has a lot to do with their decision making. Because if a guy is already making money, he's doing certain things, he will just, I don't know, they tend to behave in a very funny manner. Especially when they're a bit older and they're doing very well for themselves. They feel like, I can do without a woman, or I can get any woman. I think generally guys just feel you can pick a woman off the shelf. So with that in mind, their tolerance level is really low. Yeah, I can get on the shelf and pick another one. When I try this, I'll take this off. I have the money. I have everything that it takes. I have a very good house. I have this, I have that.
Women want me, I'm a catch.
Yeah, exactly. Regardless, they're not even so patient to study or to take their time.
Relationships not working out, it's not solely the men. So, you know, they say if a man is a certain age and he's not married, there's a reason. And there's a reason why he's not married. And equally for us, I don't know how everyone else, equally for us, when we get to a certain age and you're earning your own money and you've got your own place and you've got there's a reason we aren't married equally, or the reason we haven't been snapped up. So I think instead of saying it's not all men, I think that's what I'm saying. It's not all men, and if we do some reflection, or I don't know.
These days, when you meet a guy, the first thing they ask you is, what does your father do? What's your father's name?
Yes.
Yeah, they stylishly want to know your
They
details.
want to know what your father does.
Everybody,
who your father
that's
is.
the thing. Why are you getting married? People get married
So
for
these days,
different purposes.
people don't even get married for love.
Yeah.
They get married for starters.
What's in it?
What they can get from
connection?
you, the connection the connection
Yeah,
they
whether
can
male
get
or
from you and all
female.
of that.
It's whether male or female. There are a lot of women who are getting married today because the guy knows somebody, or the guy is whether male or female.
Yeah.
So it's a status of general application. Permit me to use that word.
I've never had that question.
Yeah, you might not
Someone
get it
asks
directly.
you, I've never had that question.
You might not get it directly. I know I was talking, there was this guy I was talking to once, just a friend, we're just talking generally, and he said something. He said, yeah, a man wants to get married for is either the woman can support him. This is a guy talking to me now. Is that the woman can support him, or the woman would give him peace? If you cannot support him, then why does he want to be with you? If you can't support him, then you should have peace at least. Peace of mind. Is that you can support financially, or you can support with your prayers, moral support?
Okay, sometime years back, I met this guy. Okay, we went out to have fun. Then I met this guy. I was kind of liking him. But guess what he said to me? He said he wants to be with a girl that works in the bank. Lazy ass. Like I want his 5 to 6
The 9 to 5
working
yes.
class, working class lady. And I was like, oh really? So he asked, what do you do? I said, well, then I was still going for my makeup training and all that. I said, well, I'm in a makeup school, you know, I want to do my own thing. I don't think I want to work for anyone and all of that. And I was like, my dream woman is someone that works. He specifically told me he wants a woman that works in the bank. So I don't know. I think he's into this. No, I think he's a Yahoo boy. Or something. You know, because I sat down and I thought about it. Why would you want to be with a woman that works in the bank? How much do they earn?
Do you know what the truth is? I've come across that as well. I don't think it's a Yahoo guy. I think maybe that's his closest way of giving you an idea of that he wants, let me not say a professional, but a woman that has a job title.
It could be anything.
Yes. I'll tell you what.
anything.
You know, there's a lot of women in Nigeria, and I've encountered a guy like that as well. They perceive you, I have a boutique. That boutique is probably not working. Some man is giving you money.
Yeah.
I'm a party planner. When you are at that party, men are dropping things at you, and you will eventually fall for one big guy that comes there. I'm a makeup artist. They see some of these jobs as a facade. They see it as a cover-up because they think, you know, there's that notion in Nigeria that women are, you know, you've got one big man. They're doing something, sure. Is that job that's keeping her? It's not. You know?
Is that what that's about? Yeah, that's it.
And I come across a guy that said that he wouldn't date a makeup artist. He won't date an event planner. He won't date. He didn't write off owning a boutique because clearly I own one. I partner in owning one. But I guess he pointed out those things, and it was just to do with maybe some men, their insecurity. He wants to know that you're going to a bank.
It could be a case of, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, but Nigerians up until recently were quite small-minded. So there's nothing other than if you're not a lawyer, you're not a doctor, you're not an accountant, then you're a nobody. So it's not something they understand. So all these new, even as a nurse, midwife, people won't, like, what is that again? What do you do? People won't get it. So how much more when you say you're doing makeup for people and that's making you money. Like you say, it could be a cover-up, it could be this, it could be that. So I think it's only now where they're stretching their minds to think there are other things people do other than just being lawyers and being accountants and being this. Like, people actually do a lot of other things, and it's fine, it works. But in Nigeria, and I grew up wanting to be a doctor. I did so much because I thought I had to be a doctor for my mom, because that's all they recognized. But now I'm grown, I thought I didn't need to do all those years of education for nothing. I could have just done, actually maybe not gone to school and started a business like 10 years earlier.
Yes.
So if our parents are raising, obviously the men we're after, either our generation or 1 year below, one generation below or 1 year, one generation above, they are raised with a similar mindset in that it's these kind of professions, otherwise you actually don't do anything.
I agree with you. I agree with you because I know at a point, if you say to your dad or your mom that, oh, my boyfriend is, let me see, is a musician.
Yes.
Okay, I know my dad said something to me once that when you have your money, you can put Sonny on the spot to play for you. Like, when you have your money, you're a lawyer. When you have your money, you can call as many, you can have 5 musicians play for you, and you sit and watch them. So coming from being a generation that was raised with such parents that you have to be a professional to make things happen, is only normal for people to reason in that manner. And like you were saying, that the guy said he wanted a 9-to-5 lady. I had a friend that her brother got married to a girl. Her brother got married to a girl because, one, she had been to the US before. I'm not joking. One, she was a banker. 2, she had been to the US before. Those 2 things, and he's from a very rich home. When I say very rich home, I mean a very rich home. He has it all. He's doing well. He has everything planned for him. But for him at the time, he said he wanted somebody who had been to the US before, because he did not want to. He didn't want to experience the lady having her kids here in Nigeria. So you know, people have their life planned out, but it's rather unfortunate that as women we cannot make certain decisions fully. Yes, you're the one that would agree whether you want to marry a man, but it's not in our tradition to propose. And you have some guys that already have it planned. Yeah, she has to work in the bank, she has to do this, she has to be professional, she must have been outside the country before. So
Wow.
what do you do? Yes, 100%.
Okay, like a friend of a friend called me and said, "Oh, I have this guy that I want you to meet, but the thing is, these are the things he expects from the woman he wants to be with. She has to talk this way. She has to, I called you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he said, she has to talk this way. She should always wear her heels when she's going out. Then he wants a lady that springs, that has an accent, like, a London girl or something. Then I thought of it. I said, oh, okay. Do you know what? I don't think I want to meet this person. One, two. I'm not interested. But if you're really looking for such a person, I think I have a sister that will fit into your, whatever it is you're looking for. So I called her and I said to her, "Babe, see, I met this guy and these are the things he said he wants in his woman." And guess what? This guy was dating somebody. He has money. He attends one of the big churches in Nigeria. He's very wealthy. He's rich. He was dating this girl. Well, I wasn't there, but the guy actually told me what happened with his last relationship. He was dating this girl, they went out, they traveled together, he put her in another room, and he was in another room, doing nothing because he wanted time to read, study, he had emails to reply, so he didn't want distractions. So he left the girl in another room. He's not gay, he has a girlfriend, he went with his girl. So he left her in another room, then he was in another room. Then I think out of boredom, she just felt, he has left me here, I'm sure he won't check on me till the next, till the next day. Then she called her boyfriend that was around. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, she did. She called another guy to come chill with her. So I don't know why he managed to know about it. Or maybe at that time, excuse me,
She shouldn't have.
who does that?
Okay,
Even
someone else
I
take
think
you
it
out
boils
and then you're
down.
like that
No,
guy.
Even if you want to
sorry.
reply,
She shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have.
let's go out and know we're going out.
Why even have that? You then bring another guy, maybe another
Tell her,
girl.
excuse
So
me.
yeah, let's
I'm sure she
go
was.
shopping.
Well, I'm sure she
Go.
was.
If
not another
if
guy,
my boyfriend
and the
is
guy is
taking
in
me
the next
out
room.
and he wants us to
No,
go
that was
chill,
too
if you know you have business mail
I'm sure
to
she had
reply,
damn well.
Accessory to the guy, so she needs to
Please.
speak about
you know when a guy starts stating, "I want a woman that is like this, I want a woman that is like that," I won't be with you.
I
I can't deal.
totally agree. That's
I can't deal, really. Because when a guy starts telling you should talk in this way, in this manner,
No, but you
should
can't seriously say
yes,
this.
they do. As in, this guy actually called me and he told me, "Babe, see, you need to package yourself, you need to, And I said, I cannot. I don't even want to meet this person. First of all, it was a turn off for me. Like, who does that?
Are you fine?
Like, who does that? Which guy will be telling you how you should talk, how you should
That's the
behave
thing.
in public
Oftentimes
and all
when
of
guys
that?
feel they've arrived,
This guy is
let me
rich.
use the word "I've arrived." When guys feel, yeah, I'm all that, then they begin to set the rule. They decide, yeah, I want her to be this, I want her to be that, I want that to be that, that happens really.
That's just a ton of crap. I'm so sorry. Can you guys, ladies, date a younger man? And if so, how many years younger?
I can't.
Go on.
I can't.
You can't. Okay.
I can. He be serious.
Actually, okay,
I'm 2 years
you remember the guy that came
2
to your
years
house?
younger. Okay.
Yeah.
Or
We went
three,
to
max.
school together. He's cute. He looks big. He's big, eh? He's big, as in tall, huge. We were talking, and one day like that, I just asked him. I said, "How old are you?" And he told me, "I'm 30. I'm going to be 30." Blah blah. And I'm like, "Really? I'm your auntie, And he went, "How old are you?" And I was like, I'm 2 years older than you, or 3.
Okay.
And I was so how are you my auntie? And I'm like, "Are you joking?" I said, "Yes, I'm your auntie," because to me it's as if I'm with my younger brother or my, that's how I feel.
Okay.
And I don't think I've ever dated anybody younger. I like older men because I feel they behave like children. It's just you know, I don't know. It might be me, but I just feel dating a younger guy feels like you're dating your younger brother or sleeping with your younger brother, or you know.
Okay, that's interesting.
I take it you can.
Of course I can.
How many years?
How many years?
I think the youngest might be 7.
Whoa.
17.
7 years younger. 7 years younger.
Wow.
7 years younger. But you get, once again, in Nigeria, you're dealing with men who don't actually behave like men. So when you get a guy who comes along and he behaves like he's grown and he's matured, and you go out matured and you go out and he's not looking at the bill and looking at you and looking like he does, he plays his part. No, I mean, it's not age is just
Age is nothing but a number.
If you have a 40-year-old man who's playing games with you and playing mind games, what am I doing with you? But then you have like a 27 or 28-year-old guy who ticks all the boxes and he calls you at the right times, takes you out. I mean, like, I just want affection, love, a really responsible man, and whatever age that comes in. I'm not 18, but but whatever age that comes in, personally, I don't know. So
I think whatever makes you happy is what is
You can
important.
take a younger guy.
And
How many years?
I've never.
How many years?
I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I can. I've not found myself in that situation, so I won't rule it out totally. But like she said, age is not a major, because sometimes some people are even old and they behave like children. They behave like babies. And there's some guys that are young and you don't even see it.
Sometimes when you get to talk to them, you'll be shocked. You'll be like, wow.
You don't see it.
Literally.
And you have this,
Literally.
Because I have a friend who is a year or two older than me, and there's certain things that he does, and I feel like this guy is actually matured.
Older than you or younger than you?
No, older.
Okay.
Just a year or two. And I've met people that are like even 10 years older than me, and you're thinking, I should tie this guy's leg and flog him.
I have
But let me tell you my reason. I can't date a younger guy.
Why?
And I think because I've dated a guy that was substantially older than me, well, 7 years older than me, and even then I get people going, she's controlling, she's clinical, you understand what I mean? Like maybe I don't know if I would normally say it's because of my personality. I think maybe I would overshadow you, and I don't want it for them to then suddenly turn my husband into bed with Danny, or turn him into she has given him spinach or done something, it's because she's older than him suddenly, and another thing is, and I attach it to wanting someone to, not that I'm not incapable of looking after myself, but wanting someone to look after me. Because even dating the older guy, I didn't, he was a good man somewhat, but I made a lot of the decisions. Let's do this, let's do that, and people outside don't realize that it's just a dynamics. People outside don't realize that it's just a meek one, and he, a man that can. So therefore, maybe I'm justifying it to myself and saying I can't date a younger man. I don't want to be branded to say she's maltreating him, she's clinical, she's whatever. So if I date an older man and he's like that, then they would accept that he's just given me. Do you know what I mean? He's just like that, and they won't brand me as a problem.
If you date an older man, they will still find something to say.
Of course.
If you date a younger man, they'll have something to say. If you date the person they picked for you, when shit goes wrong or it's a bad day, because we all have bad days, they'll say, I didn't tell her she had to marry him. So if we're I think if we're still basing our life choices on people's opinions, mate, it's like you're never gonna get married. You're gonna marry someone that you're gonna look at and say, it's because so and so said, or it's because they were. Like, people are gonna talk regardless. It's like someone, when are you going to get married? When are you getting married? When are you get married? When are you having children? When are you having number 2? What are you waiting for? It's like, I don't understand. Are you dictating my life? So at some point you've got to that's
Just
fine.
make up your mind.
Yeah, and a younger guy doesn't necessarily mean he's not gonna stand. Like I say, I'd go out with these younger guys and they would foot the bill, and they they're just responsible. And older guys in Lagos, no offense, they will say, so how much is it? How much do they say? Like it's just a type of shit. So I don't base it personally. I don't know.
I think the problem
My
with a guy who
experience,
is really young is, for me, I think, and I've had someone say to me that she was dating someone really young and they were very cool and all of that, and then his mom, she get it, as the guy was really serious about
Yes.
her, and I think it was like 7 years as well, or 5 years, and his mom was like, so for me, there will be that, fear that if I have to do someone that young, then when he gets, and he gets really serious and all of that, and then he says to his mom, oh, she's actually 5 years older or 7 years older than, and you know how guys can be with their moms sometimes.
I think there are ways to go about it. If I want to be with a woman if I'm a guy and I want to be with a woman that is way, way older than me, I don't need to tell my parents. I don't need to disclose her age. If I really want her and I want to spend the rest of my life with her, I don't think I owe anybody that explanation.
I totally agree.
Do you understand?
A lot of guys
So
just
some of
tell
them
their
just
mom.
use that as an excuse.
Yeah, because
I
he
totally
probably
agree.
wants to check out.
Yes.
Because
Some
I
of them
know
just
someone
use
in
that
my
as an
church who is
excuse.
married to
Totally agree.
a lady who is about 3 or 4 years older than him, and they are happy.
No, I don't think it's always
They-
an excuse. I don't think it's
Yeah, because
Yes.
I can tell
I
she's
know
older
that.
than
Why would a
me.
younger guy
I
bring
can-
you home to his mom, knowing that?
No, do you know what?
They don't write age on the
Some moms
face.
do.
some moms
It's not
I
written on the
realize
face.
how
Some
Asian
do.
you
Some
are.
But babes, it's not written on the face.
No, some
Which-
they'll find out.
about
Some,
how?
some mom
Babe,
will find
how?
out about your family, your neighborhood, where you grew
They
up.
do.
They would find
They-
out.
There are times you don't even tell your mom. There are times you don't even tell your mom anything because you know it's not serious, whatever. But when it becomes serious, a typical Nigerian guy will tell his mom. Because half of the time we're very close, we have this close knit thing and all of that. So when it becomes serious, I don't really see a Nigerian guy not telling his mom, oh, my fiancé, oh, she's this, she's that, and all of that. Then the mom
But the
then
parents
comes with,
really
oh,
ask,
she's
how
very.
old is your fiancé?
Yes,
How
they
old is
really
your
do.
fiancé?
They
Yes.
ask.
No, really.
But yes, you're coming into their family.
They do actually.
So what would they
A
ask?
lot of these
They're
things,
real.
I realize that a lot of these things actually still boils down to your maturity and how much of a man
Yep.
or how much of a woman that you are.
Yep. Yep.
How much of decisions you
Yep.
can make for yourself.
Yep. I know, and it's not they said. I know a grown-ass guy who was with a girl for ages and he didn't marry her because of his mum.
Oh yeah, I know
So
one
it's
too.
not, but he's grown.
He cannot
Yeah.
make his decisions.
grown.
He
So I
takes
think
a
they
stand.
even had a baby together.
Look at
that.
I know.
at
This
that.
person I'm talking about, she's our friend. They've been dating. Well, when is oh, okay. What actually happened was she lied about her age to the said guy. Then I don't know. The mom had an issue with him settling down with a neighbor girl or something. And the mom, a grown-up ass guy, as in this guy is way, way older than this person I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Then the mom went, oh, if you settle with this girl, I'm going to cut you off my will.
Wow.
Like I'm going to cut you off. I'm not going to have anything to do with you. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, but I don't want to offend my mom.
Look at that.
And, and all of that. But well, I think he did her well for not settling with her because right now she's doing well. She's married. She's happy. She's got other kids and all of that. But what I'm saying is, there are even older guys that we still go, oh, my mom said I can't be with you. I
Exactly.
don't want her to cut me off with her will. I
Imagine.
don't want her to, I don't want my dad to, stop me from working with him and all of those shit.
Me, I think it's even a subtle thing. Like our parents have some sort of influence on us because I know of someone else who didn't marry a guy because her dad just didn't like him, and the mom was like, oh, I think it's because the dad didn't like him. Anyways, like they had even done like a mini introduction, but the dad just felt she could do better. Do you get? And the dad felt she could do better. I think even for a right. I mean, if I look at it very well, the guy was a bit laid back and all of that. So I think the dad was right to think that she could do better. And so it wasn't even an issue of I'm going to cut you off. It wasn't what some part of her wanted her dad's approval.
Yes.
Do you get? So I think there's that subtle.
Yeah, there's
You want your
yes.
mom to be happy with your choice. So it's not even about I don't want to. It's not even about some pecuniary benefit. It's just this is my dad. I'm a dad's girl, or this is my mom. I'm a mom's boy. I just want her to be proud of me. So there's that subtle influence.
I agree with you, but taking us back to doing better. I feel sometimes a lot of us are not married because we feel we can do better. We meet a guy and we meet a guy and we look at him and we're saying, yeah, I can do
This
better.
table you're
But
shaking.
I feel a lot of us are there. You meet this guy, okay, I can do better.
Yeah.
But I've had to speak to myself that rather than saying to yourself you can do better, can't you make what you have better?
Better. Talk to
I
me.
think until when we get to the point where we start saying to ourselves, this that I have, I can actually make it better. Because I know there's something my pastor said once and it really struck me in the head and it's been with me for a long time. He said something that you see this married guy, this bloke, this, that, and you're chasing after him, you feel he's all that there is. He's somebody's project. So what's wrong with you picking up that which you have, make it your project and make it even better? The most important thing I think we should look at is, has he got potentials? Does he see himself doing better than he is right now? Is he willing to grow? Is he ready to accept certain things? Is he ready to work on him? Because we all need to work on ourselves, whether male or female. And a lot of the time, you just feel, yeah, there's better. I've had that run in my head for a long time. I look at it, I'm like, I can do better, Jare, I'm hot, But you keep looking for better. What's wrong with making what you have even better and making it what everyone wants? Because there's some guy there that you're looking at and you think this guy is all that, and someone actually made him what he is today. Not necessarily financially, even the moral support, the push, because we all need that push. We need somebody to pat us on the back and say to us, you know what, you're a go-getter, you can get this. That alone, when you know there's somebody cheering you up, that alone can make you achieve a lot of things. So I think it's something that we need to start looking at, rather than looking for the Dangote, the Buhari's children and what have you. Why can't we make our own, what we have, the Buhari of their future, or the Dangote or the whoever that it is. Yeah, well, he's the president. Yeah, you can make him the president. Maybe a better
thought
one.
about that. I've never. That's interesting that you guys say this.
My friend's mum, well, a pastor, years ago said the same thing. That's where I picked it up. And that's what led me to date that guy that I dated for for the years that I did. But she said, you want this, you want that, you want the ready-made guy, as you said. But like you said, somebody made him. And would you rather build your own man? Would you want a man to look at you and say, Sheya Babe, who in your family gave me this? Do you know what I mean? Made me who I am. Because that's when the man will look down at you. Because he's having to pull you up. Meanwhile, you met him like that. You did not impact him in any way. Well, you're just cooking for him. What's that? So you should add your own. So yeah, we decided to do that, but it did not work.
Sometimes it can't always work. You know, but I think importantly, when you see that a man has certain potentials or he has certain things that you want in a man, someone has said to me once before, even though I've not written my list, write a list of what you want. And my mom would always say, if there are certain things that when a man does it, he cuts across. You can't get perfect. You can't get the 100% man, and you're not the 100% woman.
True.
So I think if you know that this guy cuts across in this, in that, in that, in that, importantly, I think it's important if you want to settle with a man, is he family oriented?
If that's what you want, yes.
You need to just check certain things and tick your list before you now say to yourself, okay, you know what, I'm going to run with this. We would make this happen. But if the guy is not willing to run, trust me, there's nothing you can do. So you need to make sure certain things are in place. Like they say, you can force a horse to the river, you can't force it to drink water. So you have to have certain things in place before you say to yourself, okay, you know what, this I want to work on and make him better. Is he willing to be better? Or does he already feel like I'm whole? No, you have to look at those things first and foremost.
What if it's something you can't change, like physical appearance? What do you do?
What is wrong with
Because you
physical
can't change
appearance,
that.
though?
Like the looks, do you get it? It's not about. It's not even about dressing. You can work on that, you know. but maybe this person is just not fine.
Well, I know. I heard a sermon once, and my pastor said something. He said, "There's no man is ugly." The truth is this. The truth is this. Whether we like to believe it or not, you can polish anybody.
To a certain extent, girl.
Yeah, to a certain
To a
extent.
certain extent, mate. To a certain extent.
Well, you know, you can pray about some things.
No, you can't pray about
We'll
looks.
come
Let's
back to that.
keep
You
it
can't.
real. Let's keep
You
it
actually
real.
can. I have a
No.
friend who prayed about her boobs
No.
getting big, and they did
I
get
beg,
big.
no. She was
I'm
eating. She's
serious.
eating well, and the fat or the weight went to the right place. No, I think if looks are that important to you, and you don't overcome it or you don't get over it to get to the point where you guys are dating, then he's just not for you, regardless how many boxes he ticks. Because to be absolutely honest, let's keep it real. On our good days, we're gonna wake up next to this guy and you're in love with him. On the bad days, you're gonna look at him and think, what the fuck did I, excuse me, who the hell did I marry? Like
What was
look
I
at him. What was
thinking?
I thinking? Look at him. On the days you're irritated, or we have PMS, or we have the pregnancy hormones, and he just even talks the wrong way. You say he doesn't even know how to talk. He doesn't even know how to do it. So like, if attraction is major to you and the attraction is not there, let's keep it real. It doesn't matter whether we're 40 or 45. I mean,
Oh my god.
there's some frustration.
Okay, what do
No,
you
it's
think?
true.
Okay, so for me, I think attraction is very important in marriage. It's extremely important. And attraction doesn't have to be if guy is cute, if guy is handsome. I think it depends on the individual. You might just be attracted to the way your husband speaks, the way he laughs, or the way he acts other people. But like you said, it's a major thing. You're gonna wake up every day seeing that guy. So your worst day, what will happen? Would you still stay with this guy? So I think it's individual. I don't think you can pray about an ugly man. It's only very handsome. But you can certainly do something. Okay, the guy is ugly. What other thing can I use to balance that?
Surgery.
You know, there's some very ugly guy, but
But they carry
extremely
themselves well,
intelligent.
yeah.
Some guys are, some girls are psychosexual. They're attracted to the guy's brain. They're the only one seeing that the guy is ugly.
Yes.
She's seeing that the guy is handsome. So it's you have to ask yourself that question. Am I attracted to
Beauty's
this
in the
guy?
hand of the beholder.
Yeah.
Isn't that like Beyonce and Jay-Z?
Exactly.
Some people say Jay-Z
But
is
somehow,
ugly.
the
I
way
think
you now
Jay-Z.
harmonize and love your husband, somehow the guy will start
Makes him
feeling
look
his
cute.
confidence and start
I
looking
think
very
Jay-Z
okay.
is cute, Sha, but
I think even if the man
Excuse
looks,
me, everything is it depends on what you like to kiss.
I think even if a man looks good, you can wake up beside him one morning and think,
feel very
what the
horrible.
hell is this?
Yeah.
You can still look at him like, this is my mistake.
Yeah.
So I think it still just boils down to, look is really nothing.
You know we had this discussion.
Yeah, we
some
did.
time ago.
No, look, I'm
Few
going
days ago.
somewhere.
Okay.
I'm going somewhere because the truth is this. There's some guys I've seen some guy that I used to think looks good, and I saw his picture when he got married. My friend, give the Lord a wiper. And I saw his picture when he got married, and I'm thinking,
Are you serious?
waiting up for this woman try you. How this woman marry this guy? Do you understand? But right now it looks so. But if you see his picture, it looks like I'm sure if I met him now, I'll be thinking Kilele,
Where are you coming from?
shaku shaku in my new word. So with the same, I think people's look change over time.
Yes.
I think people's look change over time, and we need to understand that for some guy, is that even when they even already have money, they might not have peace of mind. So they might not even be getting the best out of themselves. Even as an individual, you find out that sometimes you look at your old picture and you're thinking, was that me? Why did I look
What
like?
was I thinking?
Not because you're bigger or smaller.
Okay, I
but
remember
yeah.
when one pastor, Patricia Maggie, was talking on TV how that this lady looks very well. She's skinny. She looks like someone that is going to throw up and die immediately. How that she wants to settle, but no guy is looking away and all of that. How that some guy just sat down and looked at her and just saw that there's something about this woman, and all she needed was just love. And affection. And this guy started showering her with love, you know, all that she wants, and she just started glowing. She just started glowing, and people will see her in church and go like, wow, is that not sister? This, what's going on with her? What's happening to her? Do you get? And this was how this guy realized that, oh, she's a citizen. She was just waiting, as in she's been looking for love. She wants to, you know, as in this guy that started like loving this woman had nothing. Because he just saw something in this woman that everybody has been rejecting. That was how his own life started.
And changed.
His life just changed. His story changed. Then, now that this woman started looking good, some brothers were not like, oh, really? Is that sister this? Is that sister that?
My name is Anna Rita.
I'm Lovetta Welu.
It's me, Tony the midwife.
My name is Joyce John.
Adiola.